All right, okay, something new for today, bringing you massive value, as I would say, in all types of ways. So, about a week ago, OpenAI just launched what everybody is calling an AI employee. It works on a task for hours and it comes back with finished work. The whole internet is asking, is that actually real? Well, I've already built an AI employee. I see what they're doing. I used Claude Cowork a little bit, and I saw that the custom AI employees that I'm building are better in so many different ways. So this right here is the first agent that I built. This is basically the compassionate spirit is the name of it, and it is Stackavate's first agent. And you can check out Stackavate. The link is in the description. So basically, this is a weekly run, runs once a week. It's in the cloud, so I don't need my computer on. It does its run each week and it comes back with the results. So essentially, that's it right there. Super simple. That's the first agent. That's how it works. All right, so I'm going to be straight up with you. This is probably the most boring thing I've ever built. There's no crazy demo in this video, nothing running in real time, because boring is exactly why it works, and it solves a problem that everybody who uses AI consistently, day to day, has run into. Even if you never had a name for it, it's called drift. All right, let's get into it. So on July 9th, OpenAI launched ChatGPT Work. In plain English, instead of chatting with AI, you hand it an outcome. It works on it for hours or however long it takes it, and it comes back with finished spreadsheets, documents, decks, even little web apps. It can run on schedule too. Honestly, it's very similar to doing a loop or a goal with Claude. It's a little bit better, in my opinion, than what I saw Claude Cowork is capable of. But like I said before, this is still like a more like a one size fits all. Not 100%, but if you can build a custom employee for your business, I think that's honestly better. And there's a lot of hype behind it. Like I showed, it's actually pretty boring. Building out one agent at a time, making workflows, having SOPs, that's standard operating procedures. But here's the reason why this matters the most. The biggest AI company in the world just said the quiet part out loud. The future of this stuff isn't about chatting, it's giving AI a job to do. That's the part I can actually show you because I've been building exactly that for my own business. So, what I have here that I'm showing you is just one agent. It has one job research once a week on a schedule. It goes out, does the research for my content and my business, scores what it finds, hands me its top ideas. 3 of them ranked with reasons. So I look at what it hands me and I decide. It never publishes anything on its own. I'm the boss. It's the intern. Still need to be the human in the loop. AI is not perfect. I don't know if it ever will be. So go ahead and compare that to what you usually see in vibe coding videos. A lot of flashy demos, big agent swarms, 10 different agents working at the same time on one screen. So this is simply an intern that quietly leaves a report on my desk once a week. And it's so much more boring than any of that. And in my opinion, it's so much better for one reason nobody talks about. This being the drift. All right. So the old way of doing things for me was I would have the same task. I would have a different chat. Chat would, get full over maybe a week of running that task, open up a new chat. Each time I'm getting a slightly different result, especially when I start up a new chat. So here's what I kept running into before this. If you use AI for the same task over and over in regular chats, it's going to drift. Ask it the same thing 10 times across 10 days, you're going to get 10 slightly different things, usually. It forgets the rules you told it last time. It can reinvent the process. It can make small mistakes, and then the next week it builds on top of that mistake. The little errors stack up and compound. And that's not AI being dumb. It's that it's that a chat starts from zero every time. You're re-explaining your business to a brilliant stranger every single morning. An AI employee is not somebody who's brilliant once. An AI employee is somebody who shows up, remembers, and does the job the same way every time. Or even better, gets better every time. That's also built into my AI employees too, that I will talk about on a different video. That's the whole difference between a chatbot and an AI employee: memory and consistency. So here's everything my AI employee that I just showed you actually is. 3 boring pieces. It has a job, 1 defined task, not just help me with random stuff. I would recommend, if you're going to do that, try out Hermes Agent. It's not as custom, but good place to start. So this is 1 job, written down, same every week, gets better over time. A database. Everything it produces and everything it needs goes into 1 place, and it reads and writes that place correctly every time. Nothing resets, nothing gets lost between Mondays. Has all my business notes in a wiki. Who I am, what I'm building, the rules. It reads the handbook every time it starts the job, so it never forgets who it works for. I run AI, AI doesn't run I. That's it. That's the whole thing. A job, a memory, a handbook, no sci-fi. And when a task has those 3 things around it, the drift stops. Same task, same standard every week. And if you want, you can have it get better. I set all that up by talking to Claude Code in plain English. I'm not a developer. 15 years in business, entrepreneur background, 0 writing code. So here's what I'm not telling you: that this replaces me or that it runs my company. I approve everything. It's 1 agent, not a team. Working on the team right now. The team will all work together. Some weeks I read what it hands me and I go, nope, not that one. I still need to be the human in the loop. Human in the loop is a very important term to understand when it comes to AI, not just blindly trusting AI. The bigger lesson I didn't expect: even if you never want AI employees, this changes how you use AI for everything. Any task, any task that I catch myself doing with AI more than a few times, I now stop and I give it the boring setup instead. A job, a memory, a handbook, because I know being left in the chat, it'll drift. The flashy stuff makes great videos, the boring stuff runs businesses. So here's the part that gets me the most excited. This used to be something only companies with engineering teams could have. Custom software, automated employees, systems built exactly for your business. Now, a guy like me, a non-developer, business person, can build one of these agents just by describing it. And it does take some technical understanding. This is me learning about databases and systems and how they work together, but it's possible for anybody. Totally worth it in my opinion. The door is open for basically anybody with a real business problem and the patience to start small. There's so much room here for everybody. So here's the real takeaway. An AI employee isn't a robot clicking around your screen. It's way more boring than that, and way better. It's 1 task you already repeat, done the same way every time, with a memory that doesn't reset every morning. You don't need a team of them. I have exactly 1 that I've showed you. So start where I started. Find the 1 task you repeat every week. Give it a job, a memory, and a handbook. And you don't need to be a developer to do it, because I'm not one. If you want the exact setup I use as a non-coder, my free Claude Code Starter Kit is linked in the description and pinned in the comments. Go grab it. And I actually want to know this in the comments. What's the 1 task you would hand to an AI employee first? I'm going to read every single one. Give thanks every time. I'll see you in the next one. Respect. I'm out.